All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right. And what I want to get into today is dealing with, do we understand what we're a part of? Okay, do we understand what we're a part of? This beginning with, myself first and foremost. All right, but dealing with the perspective, of men and women, okay, that say we believe. Okay, really understanding what we're a part of and what we've been called into. Okay, because there's one thing about it is when you understand something, when you really understand, all right, a purpose, you start a new job and you really figure out, what you're doing, okay, what's your role, what's your position, then you don't have to be told much because you understand the concept, okay? You play sports, you understand, your position on the team, your role, what's expected of you from the coach, what are you in the game for? You understand the concept, the reason why you're in the game, whether you're a defensive specialist. It's some players that, specialize in defense. Some players, they specialize in shooting. Okay. Some players, specialize in rebounds or whatever. Some have multiple gifts. Okay. But as someone understands what they're a part of, all right, they understand the concept of the overall, okay, they begin to flourish. Okay. Because they understand what needs to be done. You see? So as we come into this truth, we should understand the concept of what's going on. Okay, what's happening? What have we been awakened to do? What is the Lord doing? Okay, and that's why you go to Romans 12 and 1, and it says, uh, it's Romans 12. Yes, I started at 1 and read the 2, and we get into this often. This Romans 12 and 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, to present your body a living sacrifice. So it says, by the mercies of the Most High. Okay? So, first of all, the Lord having mercy on us to let us come into the truth. This is a thing of mercy. Okay? And you have Jake, men and women coming to this thing and still have a sense of pride about themselves as if they're entitled to something. Okay? They move as if, the Most High owes them the truth. The Most High owes them promises. Nah, man. These are the mercies of the Most High that we've entered into. Okay? The Lord could have left us out there, okay, reserved for destruction, not knowing, never coming into this thing. So, first of all, when we come in, we have to understand from that perspective is this is an act of mercy. This is the Lord having mercy on us, man. We in debt to the Most High. He's not indebted to us. We in debt to Yahweh Shai. He's not in debt to us. Okay? So moving with that perspective. All right? Well, you got men and women, they come into this thing and act like they're owed something, man. Okay? Think they can tell the Most High how he's going to run his program. They don't understand what they're a part of. Jake come in, try to make it black only. Only about so-called black people and the hell with the other tribe. They don't understand what we're a part of. The Lord is bringing back the nation, all 12 tribes. Okay? You got the nigga woman, Elder Manata Zakba did a video, So now you got the nigga woman saying, what if all black women stop supporting the camps? Okay. And that's a question of someone that doesn't even know what they're a part of. Well, she's not a part of it. The fact that she's in that mindset. Because if you think like that, you're not a part of what the Lord is doing in the earth for the hopeful elect. It's certain mindsets to where people know the truth, but they're not a part of what we got going on because their mindset, all right, is not changing to be compatible to what the Lord is doing. So someone that asked that question, a stupid ass question, okay, what if all okay black women stop supporting the Israelite camp? Who the fuck would care? First of all, okay, who would notice? Second of all, okay, and third of all, this thing doesn't depend on the support of the nigger woman in America. Are you goddamn serious, man? Okay, so the fact that you conjured up that question, you see, shows that you don't know what you're a part of, man. Okay, but hey, you can go on. It's a whole nother avenue to go on. But when I heard that, I was like, huh? You see, but it is what it is. So, uh, 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 even with Jake, you know, certain things that Jake do lets us know that they don't understand what this is about. Jake going to camp with all these guns on him. Okay, Jake on all these podcasts and turned this thing into a debate with people of the world. Jake doesn't know what they're a part of. Okay, going back to it, when you understand the concept of something, you see, you don't have to be told. All right, you don't have to be told as much because you understand what you're a part of. Okay, a wide receiver know that he needs to get open for the quarterback. You see, so he starts finding out creative ways to get open. He starts working on his footwork, and you know, off you know, off season, he starts working on things to enhance his position. Okay, just as we're prophets, so we should be working on things to enhance our life. Okay, a woman, you're either the wife, you're an active wife right now, or you're a wife to be. Okay, so you should be what enhancing things to enhance you as a wife. But first you have to understand the concept of why you're here. Okay, we're not here to, as men, we're not here to be popular in this world. So doing things that making us popular, okay, is a waste of time when we could be edifying. Okay, as a woman, you're here to serve. You're here to become, okay, a vessel of righteousness that the Lord is going to use for nation building in the kingdom to come. Okay, you trying to dictate, ask stupid ass questions. Okay, you think you're trying to dictate your emotions and feelings on the comment board? That's a waste of time. Okay, that's part. Matter of fact, that's part of the behavior that got us into captivity, man. Okay, us as men doing too goddamn much as Israelites, and women doing too goddamn much as Israelites, man. Not playing our role. That's what got us in this goddamn captivity, man. You know? So reading on, it says, Romans 12:1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to the Most High, which is your reasonable service, man. So we in this thing to sacrifice, man. Okay? You have this ego. You got certain men that think that their presence complements the truth, man. Just their mere presence, as if they're doing the truth a favor. The nigga woman, that's her mindset in the world. The nigga woman thinks she's doing in her mind. The nigga woman in the average relationship, she think that she's doing the man a favor just by being there. That's why she doesn't put out that much. Okay? And she try to bring that way of thinking into the truth like she's doing us a favor. Okay? Absolutely not. No, this thing is about sacrifice, man. Okay? There's time that has to be sacrificed for this truth, man. There's resources. Certain relationships are sacrificed to continue on in this truth, man. Okay? Because, hey, being dedicated, all right, can cause conflict in this world when you're dedicated to something, especially to things that people don't find value in. Because this is everything to us, man. Okay? But the people around us, it can seem as a waste of time. Okay? So we have to understand doing this that we're a part of something that's going to cause, all right, rifts in our day to day because it's a constant sacrifice, man. But this is our reasonable service. And we know that, look, ain't no compromising when it comes to this. Okay? That's another thing. Like, all this making compromises when it comes to the truth and when it comes to doing the work, when it comes to fellowship, and when it comes to all these different things, all this compromising is coming from a mindset of someone that doesn't know what they're a part of. This come with it. Okay? It's going to cause certain rifts in the day to day. It's going to cause us to be outcast. It's a sacrifice that come with it, but this is our reasonable service, as the scriptures say. Okay? Verse 2. And just the point, it says, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove, okay, what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So let's read this in the NLT, Romans 12 and 2. It says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let the Most High transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. And if we never go through changing the way we think, we can't understand what we're a part of. As it reads, then you will learn to know the Most High's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Okay? So there's no way to learn the will of the Most High with that old way of thinking. So learning the will, all right, a major part of learning the will and what's acceptable to the Most High is detaching from that old way of thinking, putting that old way of thinking to death and being born new in a new way of thinking, which is cultivated in the scriptures. Okay, you see, you can hear how someone talks that they're not cultivated, they're not being cultivated in righteousness, man. Certain questions, okay, that they put on the comment board, certain behaviors of these different camps, okay, certain things that the certain leaders do, okay. Even brothers, amongst us, man, certain things they do show that they're not being cultivated, man. Okay, by this word, you see, and if we understand what we're part of, we know that we have to constantly be cultivating and growing this thing, man. And we know we should be increasing in Yahushua, man. Not only in, like I say, not only in the production of videos, which that by default, if we're increasing in Yahushua off camera, it should show on camera. Not just by the quantity of videos, but the quality, man. Okay? Because we understand what we're a part of. We're here. All right? As you go here, Yahushua told us why we was called into this thing. St. John 15. All right? Well, first, let's start at 12 and read into it. St. John 15 and 12. It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Okay? So this is a commandment. All right? From Yahushua, how we should love one another as he loved us. And what was Yahushua doing while he was here? He was teaching daily. He was breaking it down to them. He was cultivating, all right, the disciples. He was laboring. That's how he showed his love, through labor. Okay? Those miracles he was doing, those was all in love, but he was laboring. Okay, and we have the power to perform miracles, all right, by breaking the enchantments off our people. Every day that we teach is another opportunity to break off the enchantments, okay, of Esau, Edom, that's been on, all right, the hopeful lick, man. Okay, and that's the highest form of love that can be shown, man, to teach and someone be converted, which we're not the one converting. Okay, but we're just a tool that's being used by Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay, that's converting the hopeful elect from the enchantments of Esau into righteousness, man. Okay? So once we understand that, hey, we know, I need to be as available as possible, man. I can't be too tied up in anything. No, I need to be available for this. This is a high calling we're a part of, man. This is a high office, man. You know, I'm a tool that the Lord is using, okay, to convert the hopeful elect to righteousness, man. Okay, and as we understand that concept, ain't no way we can be absent 2 weeks, a week, 3, 4 days. Like, nah, man. Hey, we understand what we're a part of. Nah, we own. Okay, especially we believe in the reward. Okay, we truly believe in the reward. It ain't nothing to talk about. Okay, an overtime check ain't gonna compare to what Yahweh Shai is gonna reward his men with, man. Nothing wrong working overtime, doing what you gotta do. Okay, well when that becomes a priority above this, that's a problem, man. Okay, you see, hey, where you spend your time is what you prioritize, man. Okay, what you spend your time doing and thinking about, that's what you prioritize, man. You don't give a damn what your mouth say, what our mouth say. Our time gonna show what we prioritize, man. Time, like I say, numbers don't lie. Hey, time don't lie neither. Okay, because where you spend your time at, that's what you prioritize. Okay, so going back into it, it says, um, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I love you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And see, just like Elder Malcolm always goes into the brother, the beloved elder from Chicago camp, how that, he gives, when he opens up his videos, he salutes the men that are risking their lives and freedoms to teach this word, man. We understand that this thing is an agitation to the elites, the men that have, presidents and all right, leaders of nations knocked off. Okay, this is agitating them, but the Lord put the spirit on us to be bold in this thing, man. All right, and we're following the example left by Yahweh Shah. You know, he put his life on the line to teach this word. Okay, he knew that this word was going to be controversial in the setting that he was in. All right, and he ultimately knew that, hey, he had to be that sacrifice. Now each brother, it's not every brother's lot to be a martyr. Okay, but it is some men's lot to be that, and we know the role that this is part. All right, this is a part of it that come with it, man. You see, but we understand, look, why we're doing this. You see, ultimately the Lord had mercy on us and brought us into this grace period, understanding this truth, man. Okay, to be what? Productive in this grace this labor of love is benefiting, okay, the sheep of Yahushua, you know, and it's worth our life to do this, man, because we are living sacrifice, because all the time that we put into this thing and we become dead to the world, okay, and we know, hey, we could have to actually sacrifice our life for this thing, man, but hey, we count the cost, and it's well worth it, man, because ultimately, Yahushua is going to make all of us immortal. Okay, he's going to make the elect immortal anyway. Okay, so faith and understanding what we're a part of, hey, it makes it a no-brainer to understand what needs to be done. Okay, and it says, "Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you," showing you that what, hey, we have to do what's commanded. So going back to when you read the Bible, all right, how Shah comes in the volume of the book. It's full of commandments and and precepts, which are you know are laws, man. Okay, and one of the main things that Yahweh Shah commanded was for us to feed the sheep, man. Okay, in order to feed the sheep, we gotta feed us. We gotta feed ourselves, man. When we're reading, studying, and you know, when we fast, when we separate from this world, that's pouring into us, so we can pour into the sheep. You know, there's a lot of off-camera preparation, okay, that goes on so we can perform on camera. Okay, well, if you go to a Chris Brown concert, okay, let's say it lasts 2 hours. Well, guess what? It's been years of training, rehearsing to put on that 2 hour performance, man. Okay, there's constant training, choreography, and singing lessons. Because that's a skill to be able to sing and dance. You can't just get up there and do that. No, it's a whole okay skill that has to be, you know, uh, 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 that has to be conditioned. You know, you see. So off camera, there's a lot of things that we should be doing to enhance our performance on camera. And there's plenty of things that we could be tied into, man, that we can be tapped into. Okay? So, reading on, St. John 15:15 says, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all the things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you," man. So, Yahweh Shai is letting us know the things that was made known unto him, he's making known unto us. All right, he's revealed these things unto us, man. Okay, and we don't have it, so we can go do debates. Okay, that ain't the purpose that we was given. This understanding. Okay, or on the flip side, because you got Jake that's doing too much. They making truth this wisdom. They're merchandising this wisdom. Okay, for clout in the world and for actual monetary gains. Okay, or you got Jake that knows the truth is not doing nothing with it. Okay, you see, so you got men that's not active that have this truth and not active, and you got men that know this truth and using it for their own personal interest, and it's off, man. Okay, and he's gonna go into why were we even chosen? Okay, Lord willing, if we of that chosen, why was we called? We know we called, but we pray that we're of that chosen. Okay, St. John 15:16 says, "You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it. So we was chosen to go and bear fruit, to work in the vineyard. This is what we're a part of. We was called into a labor. We was called into a work. Okay? And Yahweh Shai said, look, you were chosen to go bear fruit. Okay? To work in the vineyard, to till the field. Okay? So as we're teaching his word, we're bearing fruit. And Yahweh Shai is coming to reap a harvest when he comes back, man, of the elect. Okay? Do we understand what we're a part of? And women that are called into this thing, they were sitting here to do what women was created to do, which be a help to the man. All right, to be an aid to the man in whatever capacity, she's able to. Because certain women got gifts and things that they're good at, man. Certain skills that they have, man, that enhance, okay, the ministry, man, in the background, okay. Asking stupid ass questions on the comment board, all right. That's not part of what you do. You don't understand what you're a part of. You're going against the grain, okay. You see that overvalued, okay, God's gift to the world mindset. You're going against your way of thinking goes against the grain. You don't understand what you're a part of, man. Okay, so Yahweh Shai puts us on game of why we were chosen, why we are even here. Okay, and more, I'm starting to understand like the whole purpose that I was born was to do this, man. Everything else is uh keep, and even everything in my day to day is to maintain myself so I can get back to this. Now, there's no doubt in my mind, like, this is what I was born to do. I don't have no purpose outside of this ministry, man. Because everything that we begin to do routes back to the ministry, man. Okay? My duties as a, as a husband and, you know, as a brother in the faith, okay, is routed back to this, man. You see? So we have to understand is we go here, we always get this in Hebrews, you know, Hebrews the 10th chapter. Yahweh Shai, like Jake are just saying in the world, understanding the assignment. Yahweh Shai understood the assignment. And he left an example for us so we can understand the assignment. He was a living example of the assignment of what the Father wanted from us, the sons of God. Him being the top son, the firstborn, came down and was that example. Okay, this is the assignment. Be obedient unto death. Go teach Israel in righteousness, man, with balance, with mercy. Okay? Just as he did. All right, and be faithful even in the midst of death. Okay, Hebrews 10:5, it says, wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, sacrifice and offerings thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. Okay? So that old way of, sacrificing animals, you know, the Levitical priesthood, the Lord was done with that. Okay? And he sent down Yahushua to be an example of the expectation he has for us, not to be perfect in the law, okay, but that the continual obedience, okay, to the Father's will, and that the Father is dealing with what his people being taught in righteousness, man. Okay, his people being cultivated to have a righteous mindset. Okay, we're going to be perfect in the law when we get those new bodies. Okay, but our intent is to do right in every situation, and that had to be cultivated through teaching, man. We have a new way of thinking, like really understanding our purpose as the sons of God. Like, no, we're supposed to rule the earth in righteousness, man. We're supposed to enforce the Heavenly Father's will in the earth. This is why He created His sons, okay? To rule in righteousness. This is why we're created. Understanding the bigger picture, the concept, the reason why we're even called the sons of God, man. The princes of the power. Okay, it's to be an extension of His righteousness in the heavens and the earth. That's why even going to the Lord's prayer, what does it say? Let Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You see, their righteousness, their right way, their standard. Okay, understanding that concept, what we're a part of, we don't have to be told a lot. We understand this concept. We know we're not here to be no goddamn crip. Okay, not to be no rapper. You see, not to be no YouTube celebrity. No, we're not here for that. Okay? We're the princes of the power. All right? The Lord is prepping us for rulership. We're not here to be none of this goofy shit that niggas is on, man. Okay? And if you're a woman, understanding that you're being uh, conditioned to be a wife, yep, it should be good now. Y'all let me know if it's Drake Cone, goddamn. Yep. Yeah. All right, so yeah, get back to it. Okay, you start telling, whole phone start, whole phone restart, you know. But yeah, going back to it says in Romans the 12th chapter, when we are transformed, to the image of righteousness, separate from, the ways and the behaviors and the mindset and reason of this world, we can understand what the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is. Okay, and what women have to understand, feminism separates you from the true will and the intent of Yahweh Shema Shai as pertaining to an Israelite woman. Okay, that nigga woman mindset, the way of thinking of this world separates you from understanding what your will is. And that's why you see that these women that still have that mindset, okay, find themselves frustrated in the truth because their old way of thinking is a major contradiction to the way that the Lord, all right, intended for the Israelite woman to be. Okay. So one of the main things of coming to the truth, man, is to kill that old way of thinking. Okay, the scripture speak about what's that in Luke? No, Mark. It's Mark going into Mark 2. Yeah, this is Mark 2 and 21. It says, "No man also seweth a piece of new cloth on the old garment, else the new piece that filled it up taketh away from the old, and the rent is worse." So you read this in the NLT, it says, "Besides who will patch old clothing with new cloth, for the new patch will shrink and rip away from the old cloth, leaving an even bigger tear than before. Okay? So when we come into the truth, man, we got to start fresh from scratch. Okay? You can't take, you know, this truth and try to patch it into that old way of thinking that we got. All right? Because it's two different agendas. What the Heavenly Father is doing and the way that we was raised and cultivated in the world is completely different. It's two different agendas because the truth makes it me about ourselves. It's a very individualistic society. Okay, it's a society that's anti-Messiah. Okay, it's a society it's a society that didn't cultivate us in order, but in rebellion to everything. Okay, and that's why trying to operate in the truth with that old mindset is a major problem because it contradicts everything that the Lord has going on. The Lord is bringing back order amongst us as a people. Okay, the order between even brothers, the order between husband and wife. Okay, order is being established, and in this society, it's a very individualistic. Okay, to where your emotions and feelings triumph over the goal of the collective. Here it is, you have a collective working towards a particular thing, but then you have an individual step out and voice their emotions, okay, and they want their emotions to guide the direction of the collective. No, that's what you got with the matriarch, okay, where the emotions of women guided the collective, okay, dealing with the so-called black people, man. Okay, when you look out and you got these young niggas, and okay, you got sexy reds. Well, guess what? The enchantments of Esau and the emotions, okay, of the nigga woman in the steering wheel of so-called black people. That's what this. That's what Eve drove. All right, the society to with Esau being a motor and transmission with these enchantments and the woman's emotions steering the direction of the people, okay? And you look out, and the reason why you gotta lock your doors is certain neighborhoods you can't go to. Okay, well, who's in the driver's seat of that, man? And you talking about what if you stepped away? Okay, no, everyone is stepping away from your ass. Okay, no one's begging the nigga woman to be a part of any goddamn thing. Okay, you think that you okay, you take you and all the goddamn chaos you come with, all the confusion, okay, that rebellious ass spirit. You take that away from something. Guess what? It's only going to get better. Matter of fact, not to since I'm thinking about it, I was going to do a video, so I just mentioned, in this video, but I think there's some proverbs cast out this morning. Yeah, Proverbs 22:10. It says, "Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Your strife and reproach shall cease." Okay, and that's what Jake too. That's why the spirit removes certain men. Because they become a scorner to the truth. Okay, and guess what? You cast out a scorner, and you hate to see any brother go because but hey, it happens. But one thing about it, being in the truth, man, and when certain brothers leave the camp, when certain brothers get put out, you know, hey, the camp is at a very peaceful state. We've had it down here in this camp, and we've seen it in other camps, and being around those camps that certain men leave, and the whole atmosphere of that camp change, man. It's peaceful, more productive. Okay, chemistry, is more of an atmosphere of love. You know, no backbiting and bitterness, man. So when you go, and that goes for men not understanding what they're a part of. Okay, the Lord will remove certain women from brothers because those women, hey, they don't understand what they're a part of. You know, even if it's on a minute level to where, okay, I'm not going to interfere with him. Why this is his thing that he does, I'm not going to interfere. Even if you understand to that point, man, hey, the Lord can have mercy. Okay, but becoming a scorner, guess what? Eventually, you become a scorner. The Lord cast your ass out, man. All right, and you read this in the NLT. It says, "Throw out a mocker, and fighting goes too. Quarrels and insults will disappear." Okay, quarrels and insults will disappear, man. And all you gotta do is a lot in that question. You know that the little chick asks, what if black women stop supporting the truth? Well, in her mind, she still thinks that black women, what she called black women, are more valuable than the Israelite men. This lets you know that she doesn't look at the men teaching his word as any value. In her mind, it's the black woman that's holding this thing up. Delusional as hell, man. But that delusion comes from the world, their old way of thinking. Okay? And this new way, how we're supposed to be, conflicts with that. And then what happens? She's bursting. People begin to burst out. Even Jake, they fall out because Jake, they fall out. That's because they're more excited about this world than what in the scriptures, the world to come. See, Jake be more excited about the right now than what's to come in the scriptures. Okay? And it begins to conflict. All right, and then eventually Jake burst out. That's why when Jake fall out, what do? They go on a rant. They hold if they do keep teaching, what do they teach about? Okay, the things that they're disgruntled about when it comes to the camps. Okay, well that's their bottle bursting open. When you see Jake out there teaching, being disgruntled and angry, just ranting about the camps and how they was treated and all this, the playing the victim. Well, that's their bottle that's done bursted open. Okay, and it's bursting out all on camera. Okay, certain women that put things on the comment board. Well, that's their bottle that's done bursted open. Okay, the two doctrines done burst their bottle open, and now they're just leaking out on the comment board, trying to put precepts up and shit. Tacky as hell. That was her bursting out. You see, hey, you become a scorner, and the spirit casts you out. All right, let's get this word scorner. Okay, in the Hebrew it's la'atazah. I'm saying it right, la'atazah, and it says to talk arrogantly, to boast, to mock or deride, to be inflated. Okay, to be inflated, to show oneself a mocker, man. So they're boastful, prideful, and they're very prideful. Okay, even not being active in this truth, man, that's a prideful stance. That's like the Lord gonna save me anyway. I don't have to do nothing. That's a boastful stance. Okay, that comment that little chick made, what if black women stop supporting the truth? That's a very prideful, arrogant, puffed up way of thinking. As if the Most High's word is not gonna come to pass if the nigga woman step away from the comment board. Okay, you know, come on, man. And there's so much to be said, but Eve just washed up, man. She just washed up. Whole thing. Uh, so let's go here. Let's go to Psalms 65. Psalm 65 and 4. He said, "Blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple." So we've been blessed to come into the courts, okay, of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, okay, as he allowed us into this wisdom, this understanding. These are the courts, because what will be discussed in the king's courts? The affairs of the kingdom, the future, the vision for the kingdom, okay, and we get that from the scriptures, man, and being around, all right, other the brotherhood, man, okay. We've been allowed to be in the courts. We know the future and of the kingdom. We know the vision of the kingdom based on, okay, the prophecies in the scriptures, man. A little one shall become a thousand. You know what I mean? A little one shall become a thousand, a small one, a great nation. Well, that's the vision for the kingdom. Okay? All thy people shall be righteous. Well, that's the direction that, okay, the Lord has this thing going. This third world's war. See, we're discussing all these things in the courts of the king. Okay, we're blessed to be here, man. You know? So we blessed to be here. You know, you show appreciation through what? Action. You know? People show appreciation through action, man. That's why I say you can't just tell people you love them, or you can't just say I appreciate you. It has to be action behind it. Okay? So we're blessed to be in the courts of the king. We should show that constant appreciation, man. Okay? When and another thing, we're satisfied with our roles and positions. Okay? We should be content with the role and the lot that the Lord gave us in this thing, man. Okay? We don't feel like we owe more. We shouldn't feel like we're owed more than what the Lord's given us. No, He's giving us exactly what our lot requires, man. Okay? That was the way that the serpent beguiled Eve, as if she was, uh, if she was deserving of more than what her lot was. Okay? And you still, Eve on the coming board with that mindset. All right? And with that way of thinking, they never know what they're a part of. All right? And I end it here. I won't make this super long. Um, this First Timothy 1, the brothers from North Carolina brought this out the other day. It was heavy. This is on First Timothy 1 and 12. And it says, "And I thank Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, our Lord, who have enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry." Okay, you read this in the NLT. "I thank Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, our Lord, who has given me strength to do his work," showing you that this is a thing of work. This is a thing of labor. You need actual physical strength. That's why we get into health and taking care of our body, because you need strength to labor in this work, man. Okay, we don't get carried away. We're not trying to be bodybuilders or go to the NFL combine, man. But it's just a consistent thing that the Spirit has us on. Okay, because that's the Lord. Because He's giving us wisdom to enhance ourselves in this ministry, man. Okay. So I thank Yahweh Shah Mashiach, our Lord, who has given me strength to do his work. He considered me, all right, he considered me trustworthy and appointed me to serve him. He considered us trustworthy and appointed us to serve him, man. This is why we're here. This is why we're in the earth. Okay? This is why we can't do crazy shit to risk, you know. We can't do things that put ourselves in jeopardy to where we can't do this anymore, man. Every day when we're out, man, we know like, nah, I gotta do this. Certain jobs we can't take because it'll take us away from this. Certain careers we can't get into because we have to compromise this, man. Like, nah, we're here. We've been appointed to serve Yahweh Shah, man. You know, he trusted us with his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Okay? And we're here to serve him. All right? So as we understand these things more and more, okay, we understand what we're a part of, man. Okay? and it creates a new way of reasoning. That's us becoming those new creatures, man, the way that we reason. Okay? So that was the point. Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sister was edified. To next time I say shalom. Going Mashallah. Baba soon shalom.